Hello everybody, what we are doing today is looking at what we call two-way tables. Now hopefully by the end of this lesson you will be able to construct, which means make a two-way table, and be able to read and analyze a two-way table. So a two-way table is basically a table that looks like this, that is going to list the number of outcomes or people in different categories, where rows and final columns are our total columns. So if I go through an example over here with you, I'm going to fill out this table for you. I'm going to tell you that we are surveying a number of people and we're seeing whether they like maths or don't like maths, and whether they like English and don't like English. And what we found was that 28 people liked both maths and English. We found that 33 people like English but don't like maths. We found that 5 people like maths but don't like English. And we found out that 34 people don't like maths and don't like English. Okay, so from this information, what we can do is we can figure out our totals. So what we do is we add up our numbers this way to figure out this one. So 28 plus 5 is 33. 33 plus 34 is 67. And then we do the same for our rows. 28 plus 33 is 61. 5 plus 34 is 39, which means these two numbers when we add them up and these two numbers when we add them up should give us the same number, which means we surveyed 100 people. All right, so using a two-way table, okay, we can answer some questions regarding it. So we can answer this question. PR, remember, means probability. What is the probability that people like maths? We've got to look how many people in total like maths. It's not saying anything about English, so we're going to look at the maths column. Like maths is 33, so there are 33 people who like maths. And remember, probability, we write it as a fraction over our total. Our total number of people that were surveyed was 100. So when we're doing these kind of questions, we're looking at the information that's directly in this table and taking out the information that we require. So this one was like maths, which means we're just looking at the like maths column, the total number of people that like maths. For this one, we're looking at the probability that they like maths but not English. So if we look at the like maths column, we need to look at like maths but don't like English, which is this one over here. Because they like maths and they don't like English, which is 5. That's 5 out of 100. And we can remember, simplify our fractions. 5 out of 100 is the same as 1 out of 20. Okay, you can write either of those things. All right, if we look at this one over here, again, I'm going to fill out the two-way table for you. So here we're looking at the number of people that like and dislike bananas versus the number of people that like and dislike apples. So I'm going to tell you that there are 30 people that like both bananas and apples. There are 15 people that like apples but don't like bananas. There are 10 people that like bananas but dislike apples. And there are 20 people that dislike both fruits. Now remember, we can fill out our totals by adding our rows and adding our columns. So 30 plus 10 means there were 40 people that liked bananas. 15 plus 20 means there were 35 people that that disliked bananas. 30 plus 15 is 45, which means there were 45 people that liked apples. 10 plus 20 is 30, which means there were 30 people that disliked apples. We can figure out the number of people that we surveyed by adding these two numbers up. So 45 plus 30 or 40 plus 35 will both give us the same answer of 75. So in this case, we could get a question that maybe has fill in the blanks. So they might not tell you some of the squares and you have to add them up. So say they didn't tell us this value here. How many people like apples and dislike bananas? Well, we know the total number of people that like apples is 45 and the total people that like both is 30. So this one has to be 45 take away 30, which is 15. Okay, so if you're going across, you are adding. If you're trying to fill in the blanks, you are subtracting your total from whatever is missing. So if we learn to read our two-way table, how many like both apples and bananas is 30. How many dislike both, dislike is 20. And how many people were surveyed is our total number in the corner, which is 75. All right, so now that we kind of know what a two-way table looks like, we're going to try to make one for ourselves. So this question over here says to us that a survey is conducted of 50 people, which we already know now that our 50 is going to be this total number in the corner. It was found that 20 people liked tea and coffee, 15 liked coffee but not tea, and 10 people liked tea but not coffee. And we have to create a two-way table using this information that we've received. Okay, so now what we're going to do is have a look at what we can fill out. So we know that there are two things being talked about: liking tea, not liking tea, and then liking coffee and not liking coffee. So that's exactly what we're going to include as our headings. So here we're going to say like tea, not like tea. Okay, like coffee, not like coffee. All right, so now to fill out our two-way table, we're going to look at our information. So a survey is conducted of 50 people. So we know there's 50 people. Straight away, this bottom right number is going to be 50. Okay, that's our total. It was found that 20 liked tea and coffee. Okay, so 20 liked tea and coffee, which means it's going to go in this one over here. 20 liked tea and coffee. 15 liked coffee, but not tea. So we go to the like coffee button column, and the not like tea column, row, which is this one here. So 15 like coffee, but not tea. And then 10 like tea, but not coffee. So we're going to go like tea, but not coffee, which is 10. And now we're going to be expected to fill in the blanks. So straight away, I will be able to fill in what is left over. So here, 20 and 10, when we add those up, gives us 30. Oh, now I've got two numbers here, so I can fill out this missing piece. Okay, so that's going to be 50 take away 30, which is 20. All right, I've got now this missing piece, so I can do 20 take away 15, which equals to 5. Now I can figure out my two columns. 10 plus 5, which is 15. 20 plus 15, which is 35. So I can now see that the total number of people that like coffee is 35, don't like coffee, 15, like tea, 30, not like tea, 20. So it basically gives you all of the possible options these people could have chosen from. This is how we create a two-way table, and from this we can answer questions like this. What is the probability of people liking and not liking particular things? From this, we can also convert this information into a Venn diagram, which is what we're going to be looking at next lesson. Please give this video a thumbs up if that made sense. Otherwise, leave a comment below and I can do some clarifying for you in the comments. Thank you very much. Bye.